Finance reports show money is coming into Ohio's Senate race from all over the country. Incumbent Democrat Sherrod Brown is facing Republican challenger Bernie Moreno.
It is a key battleground race that could determine which party controls the Senate. NBC4 Investigates Isabel Cleary sifted through the most recent filings showing how much money both candidates are raising.
And Isabel, I know you spoke with some strategists on both sides of the aisle. What does this influx of cash mean?
Jen, Jared, that cash and the balance of power in the Senate make Ohio a battleground state this election. It's something we haven't seen in a while. Ohio went for Donald Trump in 2016 and again in 2020. Now in 2024, he's already leading the polls here in the Buckeye State, showing again that Ohio isn't a battleground state for the presidency. However, it is for control of the Senate, and that's why we're seeing so much money pouring into this race.
This is really about a veto. If the Democrats can maintain control in the Senate, regardless of what happens in the presidential race, the veto stays in place. That's a very important thing for checks and balances in the country.
NBC4 Investigates compared numbers from the principal campaign committees for both Moreno and Brown. The most recent filings cover April 1st through June 30th. In day-to-day spending, Brown outspent Moreno by more than $16 million. However, a Republican strategist I spoke with says this may not matter.
When I talk about money regarding this race, I look at the money situation for the last race we had for U.S. Senate 2 years ago with J.D. Vance and Tim Ryan. Tim Ryan outspent J.D. Vance at least 3-1, maybe even 4-1, and it didn't matter. Money can only do so much for you.
A Democratic strategist I spoke with sees money in the race differently. Federal Election Commission data shows Brown has raised the third most of any Senate race in the country. Moreno is 22nd.
I mean, it is hugely expensive, and frankly, it takes a lot of attention away from the actual people in state, because in order for either Moreno or Brown to win, you have to raise money, and you're probably doing that 80% of your campaign time.
That time spent fundraising is paying off and shows eyes are on this race.
The coastal elites give to the Democrats, and more conservative types down south are the ones that give to Republicans.
Records I checked show most of Brown's donors are from Ohio, California, New York. For Moreno, it's Ohio, Florida, and New York. I also dug through the employers of people who are contributing. For both campaigns, most individuals listed none or self-employed. But the Moreno campaign did get $34,000 from Goldman Sachs employees, while Brown received more than $50,000 from employees at The Ohio State University. Brown has more money and is spending more than Moreno. But whether that matters depends right now on which side of the aisle you fall on.
I think Bernie is actually following the same game plan that J.D. Vance did 2 years ago. J.D. wasn't up hardly at all, if at all, during the summer of 2022, and it didn't hurt him. I think they're just, Bernie's campaign is just holding back the money because they know people really aren't going to click in until after Labor Day.
Something else from the records I checked, for both Moreno and Brown, the most individual donations were in the amounts of $200 and under. The second most was for Moreno, was $2,000 or more. For Brown, it was between $200 and $500. We will continue watching the money throughout this race, where the donations are coming from, and how much is being spent and where.